So we're out here today to teach and to learn from partners how to pick lichen. It's like ice cream to caribou. Say if you're trying to get animals onto like a weigh scale or something, you can bribe them with treats. So it's an important part of the program.
There is some lichen where we're building the breeding center, but they're going to eat that lichen quite quickly. We can't collect enough within the park, so we're going to work with Indigenous partners to collect lichen in their own territories, and then they're going to bring the lichen to the caribou in the breeding center.
From our perspective, Indigenous inclusion in the lichen harvest is one of the most exciting parts of the program. By including Indigenous partners, we're accomplishing so many goals.
It's a really important element of caribou recovery from an Indigenous perspective to deal more than just with the animals and the biology and the plants, but to think about things on a much broader scale and a much more ceremonial and spiritual scale.
So we have learned from Soto First Nation, who have been doing lichen harvest for a decade or more, how to harvest lichen. So they have taught us about that. We have passed that information on to other partners. We've brought different nations together to try to talk about and share information about lichen harvesting and maybe where lichen grow.
For some of our partners too, caribou is a really important animal to them. Many of them have caribou in their traditional territories, and those caribou are also declining.
There is definitely interest in our community to partake in this and to help with the lichen picking. You know, like I've met so many other people from different nations around like Alberta, BC, and I'll get to see them next time around. And then, you know, you kind of form like a bond with some of them because we're all working towards the same goal.
That's one thing I seen today was my wife's sons working together, and older brother, little brother, you know, they don't always collaborate and get along, but today, the bush, the direction, right, they bring them together, and I was real happy to see that.
We're losing the caribou, and it's unfortunate that they can't sustain themselves in the wild any longer. If humans now can intervene to help them grow the herds, then that's a value to everybody, not just the nations, but to our whole Canadian population, right?
Having a different perspective and a different relationship just makes it much more likely that we're going to have success. It brings a different element into the project.
Before, we never had a platform. So Jasper National Park has actually given us a platform to speak from, to be heard, to be seen, to be understood, right? And they're implementing these recommendations from a traditional perspective. It's uplifting, really, it's invigorating. There needs to be more balance. And I think if the world would listen to the people that inhabit this environment, it'll last a lot longer.
And so I think Indigenous partners bring that value of understanding the relationship that humans have to their environment. And that's so valuable for the work that we're doing to recover caribou.